Greetings, peace to all, Hotep. My name is Gia Naomi Ali, proud founder of She Herbal Remedies. She Herbal Remedies is my company where I practice with herbs and I use ancient remedies for different diseases and ailments. In 2012, I graduated last year through a herbal program and I received certification through my former teacher, Dr. Ali Muhammad, in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Alright, let's get to the nitty-gritty. Today I want to document one of my patients. He is one of my star patients, and this video will be used for promo purposes only. I want him to give his testimony of living with diabetes and blindness, and how him using ancient remedies has helped him get better. May I have your attention, please? Hi, Daniel. How are you today? Good. Today is January 3rd, 2013. Alright. Let's start with 1993, when you were first diagnosed with diabetes.
Well, in 1993, that's when I was first diagnosed. I was having a lot of problems with being thirsty, drinking a lot of water, and thirsty all the time. And then when I went to the bathroom to urinate, it seemed to be not completely emptying my bladder. So I drink more water. So the problem was getting quite out of hand. So I decided to go to see my doctor. And when I went to see my doctor, he diagnosed me with diabetes.
How did that make you feel?
Well, I wasn't really surprised because the diabetes ran in my family quite drastically. I mean, my mother died from it. Her brothers and sisters had it. My brother and sister had it. So I was hoping I wouldn't get it. It would pass me up, but I got it. So he immediately put me on some oral medicine. So I was taking that, and some Actos and glucophage.
So Actos and glucophage were the medications that the doctor prescribed for you. Okay.
And they weren't doing anything. They didn't get the diabetes under control. As a matter of fact, my numbers were still increasing, and
wow,
still around the 200s, and it was still out of hand. So he then, after about a few months, he put me on some insulin. So
insulin shots, that's quite common. People, they take insulin shots when they have diabetes.
Well, he put me on a real low dosage of 6 units, 3 in the morning, 3 at night. And after a while, that seemed to control the blood glucose, and the numbers started to drop, and they were very good numbers.
Okay.
So after that, after a few months, my vision started giving me problems.
Your vision?
Yes, my vision started giving me problems. So I went to see the eye doctor, and he said I was having some bleeding back there.
Oh my goodness.
My retinas were. So he said what he had to do is, this is a normal procedure to have laser surgery, whereas they seal the bleeding capillaries in the back of the eye and stop the bleeding. So this is a common practice with people, for people who have diabetes. That's one thing that when they go, when your numbers are high, that affects your eyes, your liver, and also your kidneys. So I had this procedure done. So things were going fine for a few years, and then I started getting this thing feeling in my hands. It would constantly start to hurt, and
did you tell the doctor about that?
Yes, I did tell the doctor. I went to see a doctor and asked him what was going on, because they hurt constantly, morning, noon, and night. And they were cold, and then they were hot, and everything that I touched hot was extremely hot. Everything that I touched cold was extremely cold.
Wow. So
I went to see him, and he said this is common in diabetics. You're getting neuropathy. A lot of people get it in their hands and feet. So it progressively got worse and worse. and my hands wake me up at night sometimes. It hurts so bad. It was just like a constant pain 24/7. But I tried a lot of different things, and nothing seemed to work out. I still have it today.
Oh wow. So you were diagnosed in 1993 with diabetes. They put you on insulin. Things seemed to get better. But 4 years later, you had neuropathy. And for those of you back home, neuropathy is a disorder of the hands. It's a disease of the nerves in the hands. You can get them all throughout your body, but for Daniel's case, he had them in his hands. Wow.
What happens is, over a period of time with diabetes, after you urine so much, your nerves in your extremities, your hands and your feet, they're like a electrical wire. They have a coating on them, and after so long of the urinating, it's dissolved the coating over. So you're talking about all your nerves being exposed with no coating on them, nothing to protect them. That's what neuropathy is, and it's actually very, very painful. So
let's go on. So do you think things gotten better? Tell me what happens later on with your health.
My health didn't get any better. It was constantly getting worse. Actually, I was developing a lot of kidney problems, and I guess the nerves and everything. As you get older, your nerves and your capillaries and everything start to shrink, and they collect a lot of garbage and stuff in them, and this caused a lot of clots. So 2007, we were on our way to a dinner party, and on the way to the dinner party, I seen this flash of green light in my right eye.
Oh my goodness.
And it was quite painful. So
flashing green light in your eye?
Yeah, in my right eye. Yeah. So
were you driving?
I was driving. I think on my way to the party. So we got there. I went in the bathroom. I put some cold packs on. And it was still very blurry. I couldn't see anything out of it. But by the end of the day, while we were still there, by the end of the day, even before we left, I couldn't see anything out of it. So the next morning, my wife drove me to see an eye doctor, and they delivered bad news that I had a stroke in that eye, and it cut off the blood for a few seconds. That's all it took, and that took the sight from the macula, it destroyed the center of the macular nerve.
Oh my goodness.
And they told me that there was nothing they could do about it. That I would probably be blind forever. But once the macula is destroyed, it's like a circle. The middle is black and black it out. You see everything around it, but the center of it is blacked out.
So they said, Daniel, sorry to tell you this, but you're blind in your right eye.
Yeah.
And how does that make you feel? I mean, because diabetes, it ultimately destroys you if you don't get it checked, if you don't get it treated, or the acid out of your body. It can cause blindness. Like, how, after all these years, you have grandchildren, what does that do to your self-esteem when doctors say
devastating.
They can't help you? How does that make you feel? Like, that's just
when you're a hands-on person and a quite independent person and used to doing everything, now you consequently you have to depend on other people to help you out, because a lot of people don't understand we have two of everything for a reason. When Jehovah made us all, he made us for two of everything for a reason. When you lose the sight in your sight, it throws a lot of things off. That right side, you can't see anything off of. Your peripheral is gone. Your balance is gone. You need both eyes to see. Try to sit down, just put a patch over one eye and then try to sit down on that side. You might miss the seat completely because you can't see it. So, and in this means it had to change my whole life, because just about my night driving was I couldn't go anywhere by myself at night.
No more night driving.
I had to have somebody to drive me somewhere because I couldn't see well enough to drive the car with the one eye. So it was quite devastating. quite devastating.
It makes me too look at the doctors, because they say that they can't help you. It's like, what's the point of my insurance paying for you?
Well, you know, in some things to the human body, when they say they can't help, it's like stopping people from dying when they have a terminal disease. It's not really their fault. They can't help you. They can't help you, or they don't know how to help you. But that's the same thing, saying I can't if I don't know how. So you have to live with that, or try to find another way to get things done.
Well, folks, back at home, I took Daniel on as a serious patient. January 2012, I started him on natural remedies. I started him with a parasite cleanse, and I started him on blood alkalizer. Now, I made past videos about the pH scale. One side is acid and the other side is alkaline. When the body is sick, when it's in a disease state, that represents acid. When the body is clean and rid of diseases, when it's clean and rid of diseases, it's alkaline on the scale. Okay, Daniel. So when we started you on natural remedies, tell us, what did it look like? It was tea, right?
It was definitely tea, and what it did was it started to cleanse me and help my blood, but immediately it almost started to make me lose weight. I lost about 24, 25 pounds in a matter of 4 months.
That's a lot of weight.
Yes, and it did help me out because it gave me a lot more energy. It helped my skin clear up some, and changed my hair darker. It helped with the gray in the hair. I guess it had a lot of vitamin E in it, because that's what vitamin E does. It keeps your hair from turning gray as you get older. A lot of people think it's old age, but it's really a vitamin deficiency when you get gray hair. So it had something to do with that.
I remember when you called me, you lost so much weight. You looked great. Your wife said you looked really good. I was just like, whoa, very good. Energy. Can you please tell them your age?
Yeah, I'll be 68 on the 19th of this month, April 19th. I'll be 68 years old.
I mean, for 70 years old, you're almost 70. You're moving pretty fast.
Yeah.
Moving really fast. Why don't you tell the folks back at home another natural technique that you undergo? Son?
Oh yes, I also started the sun gazing, which is you on a sunny day, sit outside and stare at the sun directly into it, and as you do this helps.
Sun gazing.
That's right. Sun gazing. As you stare into the sun, it helps to purify different things that's in your eyes, and it causes you see a little ring, and it's neutralizing a lot of defectiveness in the eye.
A lot of people they haven't heard this technique. It's an ancient techniques. The Indians, Cherokee Indians, used to say in sun gaze, they will look into the sun until it become an orb, just like he says. It's like a little ball, and it was a myth, but we took it on. Looking into the sun can dispel anything that was wrong with your eye. If it was damaged retinas, it has the ability, the sun has the properties to correct them. It's very interesting. We tried that. Did you like it?
Well, it was hard to do at first, but
right.
It did clear up some things a little sharp. Made my eyes a little sharper. Made my eye a little sharper, I should say.
That's good. This is good. So tell us, the next part of this segment is very serious. I received a phone call while I was in Pennsylvania and Daniel called me, and he has some good news to tell me. Tell him what happens with your eye.
Well, in that right eye, which was blind and dark, I began to see a little light in it, and around the outside, I could see a few images. So where it was dark before and nothing there, now there's light, and I can see some of the images. But as I was told about the macula being destroyed, and that condition is where it's like a circle, and the center of the eye, the center of the circle, is black. You can see all around the circle things are available, are there to see images and light, but in the center of the circle you can't see anything. That still exists to a point, but there's light in there, but there's light around, and some images on the outside I can make out now, whereas before, which is dark.
Yes, the fact that you couldn't see anything and now that you can see, that's progress.
Yeah, it is.
That's progress. I mean, his treatments still aren't done, but from 1993 up until pharmaceuticals treatments, up until January 2012, up until now, that's a lot of progress in 12 months. I mean, how does it make you feel, undertaking these treatments? Like, has it improved anything in your life? I mean, your mental.
Well, it gives you, as you notice, anytime you lose any part of your body function, it's very depressing, and also it takes a little bit away from the individual. But as you get some of these things back, it gives you the confidence just to be able to live a better life than you did before, because you gain some things back that you lost. And anytime you gain something that you lost, it's always a plus.
You've been great. Thank you so much for inviting me to your home and sharing your success story with me. My last question, would you recommend natural remedies over man-made pharmaceuticals? What's your view? What's your take? Would you recommend natural remedies over modern day man-made pharmaceuticals?
Well, I would say they both have a purpose. A lot of pharmaceuticals have a lot of side effects, and that's not good. But if they're doing the job without the side effects, they can help as well as the natural remedies. And I say both of them together. If it works for you, then use it.
Honest, very honest. I have to respect that. Thank you once again, Daniel.
Very welcome.
This has been another segment with She Herbal Remedies. Listen, folks, ancient remedies, they're the future and the past. Thank you. Hey guys, you thought I was going to leave. You can't get enough of Daniel Longmire. Let me show you what my herbs can do. Alright, Daniel. So hold your hand up to the eye that you could see, and I'm going to test the eye that was diagnosed blind. What year was that?
That was 2007.
2007. Alright, I'm just going to hold up my fingers. Let me know if I need to back up a little bit, and this is going to show the progress. Okay.
1, 5. We'll go holler a little bit. 2. 4. 5.
Are you sure?
Let's see. Left hand is 5 and the right hand is 3.
Not quite.
Just saying
Don't
this.
cheat.
I'm not cheating.
Don't cheat.
I'm not cheating. It's just saying it's the right hand.
So if I'm holding up both palms,
Yeah.
that is the number.
It's too wide. You gotta bring it closer.
It's number 10.
Okay. Yeah. 501, 501.
But very good. Very good.
You have to bring them closer so I can't see them because I'm spread.
You better not be cheating.
I'm not cheating. I can't cheat. How you gonna cheat?
Check me out, www.sheherbalremedies.blogspot.com. Once again, www.sheherbalremedies.blogspot.com.
How you gonna be blind?